Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing the recent controversy surrounding the United States' decision to supply cluster bombs to Ukraine. This move has sparked unease among several U.S. allies who oppose the use of these weapons due to their significant danger to civilians. Let's dive into the details. The United States has recently confirmed its decision to send cluster bombs to Ukraine, despite their ban in over 100 countries due to the indiscriminate harm they cause. President Joe Biden acknowledged the controversial nature of this decision, referring to it as a very difficult choice. However, some of the U.S.'s key allies, including the UK, Canada, New Zealand, and Spain, have expressed their opposition to the use of these weapons. Cluster bombs are known for releasing multiple smaller bomblets that can cause indiscriminate casualties over a wide area. The concern lies not only in their initial impact but also in the fact that unexploded bomblets can remain on the ground for years, posing a threat to civilians even after the conflict has ended. Human rights groups, such as Amnesty International, have criticized the use of cluster munitions, highlighting the grave threat they pose to civilian lives. President Biden explained that the decision to send cluster bombs to Ukraine was motivated by the country's depleting ammunition supply. However, this justification did not appease U.S. allies, who are firm supporters of the Convention on Cluster Munitions. The UK Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, emphasized that the UK and 122 other nations have signed this convention, which prohibits the production, use, and discourages the use of cluster bombs. Other allies, including New Zealand, Spain, and Canada, expressed concerns about the impact on civilians, particularly children, and reaffirmed their commitment to the convention. The international community has also weighed in on the issue. The U.S. Cluster Munition Coalition and the UN Human Rights Office called for an immediate halt to the use of cluster munitions. Russia, which has previously utilized cluster bombs in the conflict, criticized the U.S. decision as an act of desperation. Germany, a signatory to the Convention on Cluster Munitions, acknowledged the American position but affirmed its refusal to provide such weapons to Ukraine. Ukraine's defense minister has sought to address concerns by assuring that the cluster bombs would only be used to break through enemy defense lines and not in urban areas. However, doubts remain regarding the responsible use of these weapons in a complex conflict. Various perspectives have emerged regarding the U.S. decision. Some argue that the deployment of cluster bombs will provide Ukraine with the firepower needed to counter Russian aggression. Others, however, contend that earlier provision of conventional arms by the West could have mitigated the need for such weapons. The decision to supply cluster bombs to Ukraine has generated widespread unease and criticism from U.S. allies. Concerns about the harm caused to civilians, the long-lasting effects of unexploded bomblets, and the violation of the Convention on Cluster Munitions have led to an international outcry. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how this controversial move will impact the ongoing conflict and diplomatic relations between the involved parties. That wraps up today's video on the U.S. decision to send cluster bombs to Ukraine. If you found this information valuable, please like and subscribe to our channel for more updates on global events. As always, feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.